When our children receive that love from us, on the scale of 1 to 10, how much love do they actually feel? Because you are giving 10, but are they feeling 10? Or you are giving 9, are they feeling 9? Hey there, this is Benjamin from LiveSmart Asia here. Once a month, the LiveSmart community gathers together and we learn more together. You're going to be watching one of my closed door sessions that I do monthly for the parents. Now, what's the purpose of this parent thrive? I believe that parenting can be quite a lonely journey sometimes. That's the reason why we have all this session every month so that we can grow together and thrive together. So, enjoy, watch, and share this video if you want to. See you at the next Parenting Thrive. Okay, it's a very simple topic. How parental love helps a child to succeed in life. Now, I think that this topic, the reason why I say it's simple is because you would think that, hey, Benjamin, as a parent, who will not love their child? But truth be told, sometimes we love them, but we might not be showing the love in the right way. Or sometimes we love them in the wrong way. Now, why do I say wrong way? If you realize how we behave is based on our experiences with the people around us. How we love our children also because of the experiences and the love that we receive from our parents, friends, spouses, and sometimes we channel that to our children. Now, each and every single human being, we are all different. We all know how to communicate differently. We all know how to love differently. We all learn how to receive love differently. We are all very unique and special. So along the way, through my many years of coaching, I realized that parents sometimes say, I love my children a lot. I do a lot for them. I scold them, I this, I that. But sometimes when I meet children, they don't feel that kind of love. And sometimes too much of a scolding can actually push down your children's self-esteem and confidence. I'm not here to tell you that the way that you love is right or wrong. What is parental love? Parental love is categorized warm affection, care, comfort, concern, nurture, support, acceptance, or simply love that a child can feel from their parents. A question for us to think about is this: do we love our children? The next question is this: on the scale of 1 to 10, how much do we love our children? Here's the interesting thing. When I ask this question, once again, there is no right or no wrong. Now, parents, we love our children. It's within our nature to say we love them, 10 upon 10. Some of you, if given a choice, you will tell me 20 upon 10, 100 upon 10. But let's be honest, there are times whereby we also want to be alone and everything. Here's my next question. Now, for those of you who said 8, 9, 10, remember that number, okay? When our children receive that love from us, on the scale of 1 to 10, how much love do they actually feel? Because you are giving 10, but are they feeling 10? Or you are giving 9, are they feeling 9? This is a very interesting question that I've been asking a lot of parents. We've been loving our children and we always tell our children we love them a lot. But here's the question: why is it when they receive that love from us, sometimes we think that it's only 5, 6, 7, or we perceive it as lesser than what we are giving? Love is not something that's emotional. Emotions can go up and down. When we first fall in love, it's very much adrenaline, dopamine, brain chemicals. It becomes a relationship that's ongoing. When I first got my kid, last time when my mother told me, you won't understand how much I love you until you have a kid yourself. Now, I didn't understand that phase until I have my own kid. Then I understand that as parents, we are willing to sacrifice, work very hard, earn money, give whatever our children can get. But sometimes the love being perceived or received from our children, it's way lesser than what we think that we are giving, because sometimes they just want love from us differently. We work very hard. We spend a lot of time outside to get money for our children, but all our children want is that time and support. Now, it's going to be very hard to make sure that our children receive that love 10 upon 10. But what we want to do here is understand all of this so that we can do our best to help our children understand that love is a commitment. Sometimes when I scold, when I scream, when I get angry, I do it out of love as well. So it's a whole commitment thing that's very important that we must bring across to the children. So what is this parental love? It's represented by the quality of the parents-child relationship. Some parents, They never scream, never shout at their children. The children also very motivated. There is a quality there. Some children and parents, we can talk to our children as friends. There's a quality there. Now, what we want to do is we want to understand this quality, and a quality parent-child relationship is uniquely important for the child. Now, why? Because when they go to school and they are alone, when they are with their friends, when they face problems and challenges, they will always find somebody to fall back to. And of course, who do they fall back? They need to fall back to their most trusted friends. Most of the time, their most trusted friends should be us. Parents, if we are not our children's most trusted friend, then we got to ask ourselves this question: how can we further go and earn that trust from our children? Why is this important? This is our child's sense of emotional security and also psychological well-being. Now, here it says that the perception of parental love or rejection accounts for 26% of your children's psychology and 21% of their adult psychology adjustment. Meaning whatever they experience when they're young, they will do this next time. They will either do it with their friends or they will do it with their own family. Now, I just want you to think about this and think about some of the characters that we have. Some of the character that we have, would you agree that some of the things we do is because of what we've seen in our parents or maybe with our friends? The pattern, the swing and all that kind of thing, we learn it from somewhere. If we think about the character we have, the way we talk, the lingo, it's all picked up by influences around us. Even if I don't want to do what my parents did to me, I am more likely to do it to my children. Some of the ways, the frustration when we teach our children, I can feel that as well. Because some of the frustrations when I teach my own children, I remember sometimes my mother, when I was young, when I was learning, my mother teach me in a very fierce way and everything. When I teach my child, I am more likely to do that. Why am I bringing this up, parents? This is very important for your children's and grandchildren's psychology. We need to learn, we need to change. Sometimes when we are very quick, we remember, stop ourselves, hold ourselves back so that we can help our children for their future generations. Now, I believe that parents, as we grow up, most of us want to be grandparents. Next time when we grow up, sadly to say, we will be like our parents. They love our grandchildren more than us sometimes, the way we feel. So if we love our future grandchildren, please learn how to treat our present children better so that they will be better parents for their children as well. According to the enduring effect model of development, the association between early parent love and positive outcome later in life is enduring and relatively constant. Parents, you are their first role model. Sometimes when you interact with your children, when you want to scold, when you want to scream, when you want to talk, remember your own experiences. Who taught you how to do that? Was it nice? Was it positive? Are there better ways to do that? Be more aware of things.